Hello there. Welcome to Katie's Empathy in the series Powerful Feminine Energy Unleashed. In this series, we are pulling daily cards from the Divine Feminine Oracle by Megan Watterson. The intention of this series is to learn more about Divine Feminine, the different women who have affected feminine energy, and just as a learning source for both you guys and for myself. So if you're just now coming along, thank you so much for being here, and if you've been tuning in, thank you so much for all your love and support. So we will be doing a reading today for July the 13th, and I'm going to go ahead and start shuffling. Calling in the Divine Feminine to be here with us today. Goddess energy. Calling on my higher self to give me clarity. And also the higher selves of my viewers. I set the intention that whoever watches this today gets the exact message that they need. July the 13th. July the 13th. July the 13th. July the 13th. What do we need to hear today on July the 13th? What guidance do we need today? All right. Okay, we have Lalla, the saint of spoken words. Every word I say becomes a prayer. I am the author of my own story. There she is. She's in a pretty forest. I like that. Lalla. All right, let's see what the book has to say. Lalla embodies the potency and power of our words to create our own reality. Lalla Laldead, or Laleshwari, was a Kashmiri mystic and poet who lived in the 14th century. She was married at the age of 12, but was extremely unhappy as a wife. She left her home at age 24 to take sannyasi, renunciation. She became a Shivite, devout of Shiva. Lalla walked the streets naked, dancing and reciting her love poems to the divine. She wore only the markings of her devotion to Shiva on her forehead. Lalla is the creator of a mystical form of poetry called Vox, which means speech or voice. The verses of poetry that she spoke are considered the earliest compositions in the Kashmiri language. Her words reflect the spiritual truth of non-duality that she realized as a mystic. Above and below are one. With her poetry, she found the unity in all things and the freedom that follows. I, Lalla, entered through the door of the garden of my mind and saw Shiva and Shakti united into one. Oh joy! There I became immersed in the lake of nectar, and I died even while I was still alive. What can death do to me now? The Kashmiri language is filled with her sayings. She is known as a prophetess, a saint, even an avatar. Although illiterate, she used the inherent power of every word to transcend duality and enter a state of blissful union with the divine. Words. Words have power. When you speak something, it comes into existence. Lalla knew that. In the words of her poem, "And I died even while I was still alive. What can death do to me now?" When you select her card, words have the power to shift our reality or to continue to reinforce it. Louise Hay, founder of Hay House, turned to me during a dinner party, looked me right in the eyes, and declared, "Every word you say is an affirmation." This is perhaps one of the most crucial spiritual lessons to remember. If we are not separate from the soul, and if the soul is not separate from the divine, then we have the power to co-create our lives. Lalla is the invitation to pay close attention to each word we say to ourselves within, and to the words we say about ourselves to the people we love. She is the acknowledgement from the soul that our every sentence is a prayer. If we want more love, more light, more of that joy and freedom that expands our capacity to be present in the world, then Lalla reminds us that we can become the author of our own reality right now. We can speak our desire into being. When we talk, there is a certain rhetoric that we have that just kind of comes from our thoughts, and we don't always think about the words that are coming out of our mouth, and without realizing it, we kind of dupe ourselves by saying negative things toward ourselves or towards others, like taking the power away from ourselves. Like when we're talking to people and we say, "Oh, I'm terrible at this," or when you say, "I'm the worst," or "I am, not the best," or, or "I'm ugly," or "I look awful in that," or, whatever we say, that it takes away our power. It takes away our ability to use words in a positive way. So, try to think about the words that you're using today and how are they uplifting you and how are they tearing you down. Because the words that we use truly are an affirmation. The words that we say truly are a prayer to the universe. Every time you speak, the words you use create energy that imprint onto the universe. So instead of saying, "I look terrible," say, "I look amazing today," because you do look amazing because you are you. Instead of saying, "Oh, I'm gonna suck at this." Well, if you say, "I'm gonna suck at this" before you even tried to do it, well, that's what's gonna happen. Instead, say, "I can do this. I can do this. I am powerful. I am beautiful." It really helps a whole lot. Lalla is the reminder that we are so powerful that changing the words we use to describe ourselves can change the trajectory of our lives. We can choose to focus our attention on each "I am" statement we say, and we can infuse our lives with the nectar that comes when we act on the truth that we are not separate from the divine. If you find yourself saying things about yourself that are negative, are a negative of yourself, something that really helped me is I started writing "I am" mantras. And so I would just get a piece of paper, and I still do this occasionally, and I write "I am." Anything that I notice that I'm telling myself a negative thing about myself, I will write a positive thing. So, I am beautiful. I am powerful. I am rich. I am capable. You know, and by changing the words to words that uplift you, the words that to words that empower you, you can actually change the whole course of your life. And I know that from experience, because when I started writing those I am mantras, when I started actually thinking about the thoughts that I was thinking and the words that I was saying to describe who I am, to describe what I was doing, amazing things started happening in my life. And it didn't come overnight. You can't always change things overnight. You can take the steps too. And that's the biggest thing, is taking those first steps to change the way you're thinking, to change what's coming out of your mouth. Meditation. What are the most powerful words for me to use frequently right now? I am successful. I am a healer. My words are truthful. I am beautiful. I am healed. What words are good for you? What will help you? Every word I say becomes a prayer. I am the author of my own story. Every word I say becomes a prayer. I am the author of my own story. So, Lalla, the saint of spoken words, she, for July the 13th, is our card for today. How can you use positive affirmations and positive words for yourself and for others? There she is. All right, so that's what we have for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you're enjoying these, please like, subscribe, and share. And as always, I am available for personal readings. I'd absolutely love to do them. So go ahead and check out how to contact me in the description box, and I'd be happy to help you. Have a beautiful, wonderful day.